Hey, welcome to another edition of Kyle Meredith with. It's the interview series presented by WFPK at WFPK.org, Consequence and the Consequence Podcast Network. Thanks for making your way here, for checking out the episode. Please do hit that subscribe button while you're hanging around. You're going to get new interviews just like this one sent your way every single week. You can also grab the podcast version, Spotify, Apple Podcast, NPR, WFPK.org. Consequence, or of course, right here on YouTube for the video versions. Anywhere you get your podcast from, you can subscribe to Kyle Meredith with. And that's me, Kyle Meredith. Today, we're going to be talking about the movie The Senior. The synopsis here at 59, Mike Flynt might be too old to play college football, but not too old to settle unfinished business. Nearly 40 years after leaving his team, he returns to his alma mater to face the moment that changed everything. Bruised, doubted, and nearly broken, he fights for one last game, not for glory, but for the teammates he lost, the family he fractured, and the ending he still believes is possible. This is a true story. It's a true story about the oldest player to ever play college football, coming back at 59 to finish the senior year he never got to complete. Mike Flynt, played by Michael Chiklis. We're also talking to Michael in a different interview. You can look that one up on this series as well. But today, for right now, we're going to be talking with Rob Corddry and Mary Stuart Masterson. Rob, you know, of course, from The Daily Show, from Hot Tub Time Machine, from Children's Hospital and Ballers, and Mary Stuart Masterson. Geez, what a fried green tomatoes, some kind of wonderful Benny and June, etc., etc., etc. Rob plays the coach of the college team that Michael Chiklis's Mike Flynt shows up and has to come to terms with what is this and how do I deal with this? Gonna ask Rob a lot about that, playing this character. Mary Stuart Masterson, she plays Michael's wife. And she has a lot of reckoning as well. This is her husband. She is afraid that he's going to get pummeled and die out on that football field. But again, it's a completely true story. These are real people that they're playing. We're going to talk about inhabiting these real characters, how close they wanted to get, meeting the real people, and so much more. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Such a fun interview, and two insane actors that are heroes of mine, as they are with probably you as well. So let's get into it. We're talking The Senior in theaters. It's Kyle Meredith with Rob Corddry and Mary Stuart Masterson.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
looking at your background. I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, look at all the
Looks like the bathroom at CBGB's.
cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, the bathroom here is much better. I promise you that.
Every bathroom is better than that one.
Thankfully,
Yeah.
thankfully. It's such a pleasure to meet you guys. Congrats on the movie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Wonderful, insane, crazy story. I gotta figure that's the words that most people heard when they heard about this. And were you all familiar with it?
I did not know the
No,
story.
no, I didn't. I didn't. It was in when was it? Like the 90s, right?
Hmm.
That this happened. Oh,
I hadn't heard of
goodness
it
me.
before, but I certainly looked it up after.
Yeah. It must have been on a news break because it was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
That's why I feel like that too. It's like, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
also nice going into the movie because you kind of figure out what kind of movie it is, but I don't know how it's going to end.
Yeah, you
Right.
don't need to know
It's better not to know.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably is.
Yeah.
Gonna go in blind with this one. On the other side of that too, I mean, here you all find yourselves in a nice football movie, and for Texas to be, I mean, we do know that. I at least know that parts about Texas and football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you all come in with any kind of knowledge on that side for you all?
Well, we shot on this field. It's this huge, beautiful football field. And you immediately think, well, this is college at least. And it was a high school
High
football
school.
field
And it's like,
that fit
what?
thousands of people.
Yeah.
I can't believe they even gave it to us
I know.
to shoot it.
Because it was a
Luckily, it
football
was off
movie.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a skater movie, they
No,
wouldn't
no,
have.
no.
But yeah, no, it was a great. I mean, I have family from Texas, down in Galveston Bay area, so not Fort Worth or Dallas, but or West Texas for that matter. But also my family, a lot of sports
Mhm.
fans. So
Right.
Thanksgiving was stupid ball game. I think we chanted because we could never eat until the game, like,
Yeah.
oh,
You
stupid
just had to play
ball
along.
game. No, but I do love sports and I do love football and I love a football movie or a sports movie. So it was really fun to find myself in one. I didn't anticipate that. ever happening. So that was kind of cool. But it's a different one, because it definitely has the redemption theme and the big drama built in, but then there's also uh, themes about not quitting and not
Mm.
finishing what you start, and no matter how long it's been, just a story kind of about faith too, but and family. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's got
Yeah.
all the things.
And the
It's it.
football is shot so well.
It really
It's
is.
really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I was watching it, and we're not much of a sports family anymore, but my wife comes in, and I'm sure it's close towards the end, and I'm there's tears in my eyes, and
Yeah.
she goes, "What are you watching?" And I said, "Sports movie. It doesn't matter. Sports movies know how to
Yeah.
do this. We don't have
Yes.
to. It'll just pull it out of you."
Yeah,
Yeah.
name a bad sports movie.
Yeah.
But
You
That's
can't do
true.
it.
There's so many
Yeah.
good
I've
ones.
never seen Air Bud, but
Okay.
It's
Okay.
fantastic.
They're all good, and then some are great, right?
Yeah, yeah,
that's it.
right.
That's it.
Like
Yeah,
pizza. It's like pizza.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that bad. Well, on the other side,
Pizza.
like. But here you are. You all are playing real people. Like how much do you lean on that? Like how important is that to get it right?
Well, in my case,
You were being stared at
I was being stared
by
at off
the
camera
real Eileen.
by real Eileen. No, I knew that these people were going to be willing to be interviewed. I recorded Eileen's voice. Everything was remote because it was still COVID. So, we had this great first meeting, and I recorded it on my, phone, and so got to sort of make sure the voice was right. But then I didn't really realize that they were going to be right there while we were shooting. And so that was a little intimidating at first, but they were just wonderful, and I got out of my own way with that eventually. And it's not like I'm doing an impersonation of her at all. It's just that the truth of the nature of the relationship was something that they were making sure of, which I would too. If somebody was
Yeah.
doing my story. So that was kind of nice. They were not, and I don't think they would have been there if they had a problem with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
it's true.
So that made it, they were collaborators. They were great.
But they could call you out on like, oh, that accent, which by the way, nice accent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's her accent, mostly.
Imagine if Eileen off camera was like, "Boo! I don't believe you, Masterson."
Again.
Well, that's the point because when if somebody gets the question like, the party question, like if someone were going to play you in a
Oh
movie,
God.
who would it be? You all are the answer to that for
Ugh.
someone now.
Or yeah, we're just who they got stuck with,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It's
You don't choose who's gonna play.
Like you might not
yeah.
get two movies, so I'm thinking like maybe I would be like, boo, no, this isn't. I can't. No, I don't. Or maybe
Well,
I'm just
that's true.
grateful.
But this is the truth about anything. Like when you're making a film, and or two things. Like if you're an actor in a film, your experience of making it is one thing. It has nothing to do with what the audience experiences from it. You know what I mean? They're two
Very true.
separate things. Like
Yeah.
my internal reasons for doing it, what I experience, the relationships with the people you
Yeah.
work with, what you take away is one thing. And it's really not, that's not for the audience. It's the filmmakers with the movie they put in front of the audience. That's for the audience, and that's their own experience. And so it's always two different things versus a play when you're
Yeah.
like, we were there the same night and we did you saw the show, I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We did that together. So it's always a funny thing. But I think it's also true with biopics. Like, if you're getting at the essence of a theme and you have to do everything to support those themes, it's not going to necessarily be the same timeline. You're going to have to compress certain things so that it works in the space of an hour and a half,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and so those licenses should be taken in order to make the movie work as a movie.
Sure.
And I think that they were super supportive of this filmmaking team doing that. And that not everybody would be that way. They might be like, it didn't actually happen on that date. That wasn't the game he went to, whatever.
Oh,
I
those
said,
those
you know,
nerds are
not
out there.
but.
Yeah. So they were really supportive
Yeah.
of adapting it from something that happened
Yeah.
into a story that could work in an hour and a half.
But that said, more than a lot of true stories, this one is most of these scenes actually happen the way they happen in the movie.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. because
Yeah.
you always wonder what's true and what's not. You can be pretty sure that a lot of what you're watching is very true to life.
For you then, Rob, I
Yeah.
mean, this coach, like, there's some great mo. First off, let me say your acting. It's great to see you with a furrowed brow character.
That's what he does.
So true.
He's a scowler.
Yeah,
But
because
it's so good. His work is so good in this
Oh,
role.
thank you.
Specificity and stuff like that. It's more than a scowl.
I really, really enjoyed doing it. You know, it's so different from what I'm usually asked to play, which I was very honored to be asked. And I think they put a lot of trust in me. So that was, I felt a little pressure there. And but it was, I don't know. I find when their story is just comes to you like this one did, so put together, so craft. I mean, it took 18 years to get this movie made. That a lot of the heavy lifting is done for you. You just have to serve what's on the page, and you'll be okay.
Mhm.
So it was a very. I mean, I look back on it. Probably on the day, I wouldn't have said it was easy, but I have a memory of it being a very easy, wonderful experience.
Yeah. Not to get too in the weeds, but I'm curious because as you said, for the roles that we sort of know you, and it's not like you've only played one type of role. Of course, you played lots of type of roles, but how did you end up like? Why did they come to you for this?
You know what? There is an answer to that, and I'm blanking. It was something.
You're good.
You know what? No, it was they wanted. No, it had nothing to do with that. They said, let's get someone terrible.
Yes.
They wanted there to be some levity in the script. And so because the coach himself was a kind of eccentric dude, I never met him. They wanted maybe that role to be where some of the levity took place. And so they cast
Yogi
a guy.
Berra.
No, yeah, Yogi Berra.
Ow!
One of our funniest comedians.
On
Truly.
acid
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. And but I wasn't playing any, when people say I'm funny in this movie, I try and think back to where I was trying to be funny, because I wasn't really. It was just,
You never get to play the straight man.
I love it.
Yeah. It's
I
like
love it.
the thing is you innately know what's funny. So there's like timing and there's character, and
Yeah.
and that's what you're doing.
I mean,
thing takes care of itself.
If anything, he's just
it is
sort of
funny.
reacting to the insanity
Mhm.
that
The
walks into
circumstance.
his door, walks into his office.
Yeah. It's
Which
pretty
is a great thing to bounce off of. Just that,
Yeah.
It's fun. It's really fun.
because it's that whole thing you carried on your face the whole time. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. Once he stops realizing it's a joke, it's not a
Uh-huh.
joke, he finds himself really, the stakes become so high for
Yeah.
him. This man's safety and his part in it, how responsible he feels for this man's well-being toward the end.
Right.
There's no transition period
It's
for
like,
him.
where's
He goes
the
from one to the
camera?
other.
Yeah.
He goes from resenting this circus to being all in.
And it's interesting too, just like on the story, the idea that you're taking a spot from someone else
Mm-hmm.
off of your team and the future of these kids, the trajectory of other people, but he brings so much to the other kids' lives and the sharing
Yeah.
of the sort of coaching and the inspiration
Yeah.
role
That
with another man is something that takes a big man to
it
do
was
that.
very hard for it because he really resisted it. At first, the script had more about how the coach, and this was true to life, resented the circus that had been building around Mike Flint. And, it was more like that. He just wanted to play football.
Yeah.
He just wanted to win. And he was saddled with this,
Yeah.
Right.
But then, and yeah, to give up that sort of the control that a coach inherently has over his team to this very inspirational person took a lot.
And then, but like most of these players aren't going to be, NFL top of their
No,
right.
no.
So what do you get out of team sports at that level? What you get is a lifetime of inspiration. And so I think that's
Yeah.
one of the other things about this movie that's really cool is that, sports are not just about an end. They're about, what the team is and why people have to get past difference to join a team. And metaphorically, that is a very important message of the moment, I think, that we might all, work together.
Find some common ground.
Find some common ground. And so I think that I always get that out of great sports movies is that idea that, it's not there's no I in team.
Yeah.
There's me, but there's no I.
Yeah. And even that, as you were talking about, like there is that part about masculinity and
yeah.
that we get to see, as you say, two very traditional Texas guys, from an a boomer generation, everything that do have to start looking out for each other in ways that it was nice to see that on the screen, that becomes a part of the story as well. Like it was noticeable, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that just unseating toxic masculinity is not usually what you see in a football movie.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that was very intentional, I think, and I think that lands, but it also delivers this like good time,
It brings a new dimension to the sports movie in general, which I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, well, I loved both of you in it. I loved the movie enough that it put tears in my eyeballs.
Who did you like better, though?
Chickless.
Yeah, Chickless.
Gotcha. Yeah, me too.
Seriously, thank you both so much for taking the time to talk about it. It's such an honor to get to talk to both of you all, and I hope, Rob, that we do get to see you with more furrow brows in the future.
Me too, because I'm working on these forehead wrinkles.
Yeah,
exercise them.
Yeah,
ready.
There you go. All right,
11.
Take care, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. And thanks to my guest. Also, thanks to you for checking out the episode in the series. Before you get out of here, hit that subscribe button. Again, you get 3 brand new interviews every single week. New one every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at right here on YouTube, or of course anywhere in podcast land, including iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser, NPR, or WFPK.org as well. A great way to keep up with your favorite artists and discover new ones as well. Then after that, actually head over to WFPK.org. That's where I do a show Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour full of song premieres, music news, anniversary spins, bonus interviews, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern at WFPK.org. Consequence has your music and film news. You can also find me on the social media spots, Facebook, Instagram, mostly on Twitter. All 3 of them, the address is at Kyle Meredith. Do hope you like and follow along. That does it for another edition. I'm Kyle Meredith. I'll see you next time.